Today on the show, we have Lindsay Mackay, a Toronto Maple Leafs ice girl, here to talk a little bit more about her job. How are you doing today, Lindsay?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Great, thanks. So can you tell me a little bit more about your role and what you do and what it entails?
Yeah, so essentially I'm one of the ice girls. There's 20 of us and we rotate through shifts. We clean up the ice. We're out there with shovels 3 times a period on like the commercial timeouts. And it's a lot of fun. We get to go to most of the Toronto Maple Leafs home games, which is really cool. We get to watch the games. We do a lot of activations in game. We do all of the intermission shows. We do stuff like that. We do fan interaction. We also do a lot of external events. So it's a really cool job and it's a really fun experience.
Recently, an article came out in the Globe and Mail saying having ice girls puts the Toronto Maple Leafs on the wrong side of the Me Too movement. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that is the most ridiculous piece of journalism I have ever seen in my life. It's so ridiculous because they say like, oh, like this is making the Toronto Maple Leafs on the wrong side of the Me Too movement, which the Me Too movement is about sexual harassment and sexual assault. Like that has nothing to do with having girls in like what revealing clothing or whatever she calls it on the ice. Like we're out there doing a job and we're having fun, and I think it has nothing to do with sexual assault, nothing to do with the Me Too movement. And the fact that like she's using this kind of like feminism as a guise to like, you know, report something on us is just, it's ridiculous because as a result we've been like cut back on our jobs. Like we're losing our shifts over this. So it's like, how are you helping women? Like in fact, like you're taking jobs away from girls. Kind
of, makes me leapfrog in my next question, which is, one of the main points of the article is that you girls wear tight, form-fitting, revealing clothing. What is your uniform actually like? Okay, so we literally wear hockey jerseys on the ice. Like this is my uniform. You see my neck. And we wear hockey socks and we wear leggings. Like it's an athletic outfit. Like we're all athletes. Like we're either like very like high level figure skaters or hockey players, and like I don't know what it is about like our outfits that some people would say is revealing or form fitting. Like it's not at all. And like I think the fact that like she mentioned that like a few times in her article, like the woman who wrote it, is just misinformed journalism. What are the fan opinions of you girls, and what is the overall work environment like? Yeah, so the fans love us. Mostly I find it's like kids who like us the most, especially I think the coolest part of our job is just like when like young kids come up to us and like ask us, how do we get to do this? Like this is so cool. Like we get to come to these games, we get to be on the ice with the players. Like we get asked so many questions, especially by like little girls being like, wow, like that's so awesome that like I can see like women represented in hockey, like when I'm just at a Leafs game, like on such a large scale. So I think it's a really cool experience that way, and I think it's actually empowering to women that like we have these positions and we're so visible. And it's really like we have a lot of positive feedback, and we do a lot in the community as well. Like we do events where we go out and interact with fans at the bars and stuff like that, and like they all love us. Like we get really, really positive feedback. So just like the fact that someone like this is just going to use an article to attack us just with wrong information just makes me really upset. That's all the time we have for today's show. I thank you for taking the time, Lindsay, and I hope you and the Ice Girls have this situation resolved really soon. Thanks.